How is it going, everybody? The Inquisitive Mamba back with another podcast, episode 24. Had a great weekend, great 4th of July weekend, actually. Got to spend some time with some family and friends, some great food up north, fireworks, you name it, all the above. I got a friend of mine joining the show today, guest Jimmy Palomino he's on air. He's a Miami TikToker. He started his own podcast called the Miami Tea Podcast. Make sure to check that out. But Jimmy's got to introduce himself, so I don't want to steal a spotlight. Go ahead and take it away, Jimmy.
Thanks, man. Well, hey guys, my name is Jimmy. Up and coming TikToker, social media. I did start my own podcast, just like Joey said, and everything. Shout out to you for bringing me on.
Of
But
course.
yeah. If you guys want to check out my podcast, it's Miami Tea Podcast on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, everything you name it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, as you know, the NBA Finals are going on right now as we speak. Game one last night, the Suns ended up winning 118 to 105. Booker with 27, Chris Paul with 32, 9 and 4, Giannis with 20 and 17 on the other side for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis supposedly was hurt. He wasn't. He played through it. He had a tremendous block in the second quarter. Some try and compare it to LeBron's block. But did you watch that game?
I did. I saw a little bit of the game, but like I don't know. I already knew the Suns were gonna win. I already knew the Suns were gonna win. Right? If when Giannis was supposedly hurt and everything, I already knew the Suns were gonna take that W.
Okay,
Cause
so
yeah,
game one, obviously. Game two is tomorrow night. Do you have the Suns winning the series, or let me better yet, do you have the Suns going up 2-0 tomorrow, winning their second game at home, taking care of that home court advantage?
a lot of people might hate me for this. A lot of Bucks fans, but Suns are gonna sweep the Bucks.
Okay, fine. You want to go with that route. So a fan bet $11,000 on the Suns to sweep the Bucks 4-0.
Seriously?
So you can win $11,000. Oh,
Damn,
excuse me. He bet 11,000 to win. I don't know the number. So I'm sure it's a pretty hefty payout.
that's crazy. I would okay personally for me, like with money and everything, I would not. Like sports and betting for me is not like a good thing because I get too stuck. I get too stuck in it, like
Okay,
obsessed.
so you don't bet.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't
Okay.
put money on it.
All
I'm
right, let
not
me
personally. I'm not
uh
a Suns fan. You know.
okay, let me ask you this. So your Miami he had the opportunity of getting Giannis last offseason. He ended up signing the Supermax deal with the Bucks with I think it was a 5-year, $240 million deal. Don't quote
Yeah.
me on that. But he ended up signing the Supermax with the Bucks, whereas he could have signed with the Heat last offseason. What are your thoughts on that? Or is something brewing here for a Kawhi Leonard type situation in Miami this summer?
All right. So first, I'm gonna talk about the Giannis thing. So look, what happened
Mm,
with Giannis and everything? We were close. Like
hmm.
obviously that went the NBA Finals in the bubble. That's something that's never gonna happen again. But like
Right.
the thing is that like we were close to get him. It's just that I don't know what was going through Giannis's mind, and
Yeah.
I feel like he did the right thing, but like if he did pick Miami, I knew that they would have gone straight to the NBA Finals
Ooh,
this year.
that's a bold statement
Because
over Brooklyn.
it's no, I feel like it would have been Miami Heat versus the Brooklyn Nets in the conference finals. It would have been them, and that would have been a
Okay.
cool face off.
All right. Enough about Giannis and the Suns and the Bucks and the Suns in four and the Suns guy in four with the T-shirt and all that going on.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
tell us a little bit about your podcast, the Miami Tea Podcast. Just a quick synopsis of your podcast.
So basically, Miami T is basically just basically my point of view on my life and everything with my co-host Lewis, and my little brother is like the cameraman and everything. But like we're all like a little small team and everything. We talk about like our life and everything, culture, sports, anime, everything in general. I'm just trying to like provide different topics because I know
Absolutely.
there's different topics in podcasts that they just talk about like one thing, and
That's
I
kind of
know
my
I'll
problem.
reach a different audience. Yeah, because like
That's one of mine.
like with you, it's like sports, right? It's
Yes.
sports 100%. Yeah, so you're like a sportscaster, you know?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I try to draw in as many people as I can, audience wise. Everyone always just labels me as a sports guy, but I'm a big entertainment guy. I love culture, but I like to. I wouldn't say like try to stay serious, but like try to stay on topic. I mean, we can talk about anything. We could sit here for hours. But so hey, if you guys haven't checked out Jimmy's podcast, it's the Miami Tea podcast. It's up and coming, it's growing. He's trying to get it to number 1 in Miami. Don't sleep on him and his team. Kudos to those guys, Lewis and the rest of the guys. So we talked a little bit about the Suns, we talked a little bit about the Bucks, a little bit about your Heat. There's something brewing in the 305 area. Supposedly
I
that happened.
feel like it's
There's something that happened in the bubble supposedly last year. What do you thought? You thoughts about that one?
yeah, bro. All right. Personally, y'all don't attack me for this, but like the thing is that I think whatever happened between Jimmy Butler and that woman stays between them. It should not go public because I know there's gonna be a lot of Jimmy Butler memes.
Dude,
Trust me.
the Twitter stuff has been crazy, man.
Twitter,
I've just been like Twitter, dude. Twitter's free entertainment. I don't even know how Twitter's free.
seriously, Twitter's like it's literally free. Like it's like a free subscription. You don't gotta pay nothing. You get
you
your
don't
own
even
social.
you don't even need to go to OnlyFans. You got Twitter right there for you. It's free. It's free 99 a month.
You get everything. It's crazy. I know. But yeah, Jimmy Butler, whatever happened with him, if it was true, good for him. But like if it wasn't, I don't want crazy rumors to be spreading around.
Supposedly there's a clip of Carl Anthony Towns when they were and Jimmy Butler when they were playing each other last year, and Towns was shouting out something. I don't know exactly what it was, but I don't know. Those Twitter guys, they're working their magic trying to hear exactly what Cat and Jimmy Butler were saying to each other.
I would want to say that. I would love to learn like the you know how they talk like
Yeah,
the like read lips. I would love to learn that. I would
yeah.
love to.
My favorite one was when Lonzo and LeBron were talking at center court when
Yeah,
Lonzo was on the Lakers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And LeBron was on the Cavs. It was 2017, I think it was. Yeah,
yeah,
it feels Lonzo's been in the league for a couple years now. It feels like forever.
yeah. It's been forever. I know it's crazy.
But is there anything anything exciting you're currently working on right now?
Honestly, nah, nothing crazy at the moment. I wish, but like same thing with the podcast. I'm trying to reach out to like different guests. I have a crazy guest coming up. Um, but besides that, same TikTok, focusing on the same old thing. But that's pretty much it.
So basically, you're just kind of living life down in Miami right now. Um, have you were you affected by the storm or no?
Nah,
The tropical storm Elsa?
I wasn't affected by the storm.
No.
Like safely, nah, I wasn't. Cause like
Oh.
I live in Miami. Like, but
Hmm.
there's a part in Miami where the storm didn't hit. It
Yeah.
just I don't hit the west part. I'm not on the west part, so
Okay. So you're not. So you not. So the storm really didn't even hit you then.
yeah, it didn't.
Okay. So but Miami Tea podcast, we got that covered. TikTok. What is I mean, I could ask you, why did you start TikTok? You're at what, 50,000 followers now?
Oh, I haven't even checked, but I hope I'm at 50,000 followers.
I checked your Instagram and it said you're at 50,000 followers. So I think
Damn.
you're at 50K. Well, hey, I guess you're at 50K. We'll go off of that one. So currently anything exciting you're working on? You're basically just hanging out, getting ready for the some special guests on the podcast coming up. What made you start the podcast? Because I know you're the host of it. So what made you
Honestly,
start that?
it was New Year's. It was New Year's. So like in my family, we always have like this tradition where you have to write down stuff. Like
Yeah,
my mom gives me grapes, and
yeah,
like you have to wish it. But like I write down like I write them down. So like I wrote down that I want to get good grades in my college classes and everything. And then one of them was to start a podcast. So I wrote that down. And then Lewis that same day posted on his story, I want to start a podcast. So I reached out to him, so we started. That's pretty
yeah,
much it. Yeah, that's how it started. And then like the first episode was with my little brother, and like it
yeah.
was on because like that episode I will never forget because it's literally my brother, my blood. You know, it
Okay,
means
yeah,
a lot
that's
to me.
interesting.
Yeah,
So you basically just started it kind of just randomly out of the blue. Just was like, hey, why not?
yeah, exactly. Pretty
I don't
much.
think I don't think anyone that's listening that's going to watch this video knows how we met. I don't even know how we met. Do you even know how we met?
Okay, I
I
think
don't
I
know.
so like it was It
That
was a
sounds
group.
so embarrassing, but I really
And
don't know.
weird. It's weird. But like what I remember was from there was a Discord. There was a Discord, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And you and I were in it. Every time like we posted our links, we would help each other out. It's Boost Bus.
Yes, yes. Okay, dude, I honestly totally forgot that you were even in there.
Yeah,
I still stay in contact with some of the members, but I didn't even know you were in there. I thought you it was just a For You page or something.
yeah, bro. Like
That's
I
funny.
followed you, and then you followed me, and then like I noticed your
Yeah.
like top 10 music that you used to do like this,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
do
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
top 10
Mhm.
music. I was like, oh
Yeah.
okay, and then that's when I followed you, and then I saw like Paige. I don't know if you remember her. Do you know her?
Yes. Yep.
Her, yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so back to the NBA real quick. So recently, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, a couple of those other guys, Chris Middleton, Devin Booker. The Olympic game is coming up. The Olympics are coming up. Excuse me. Kobe is supposedly, excuse me, sorry. Jason Tatum is wearing Kobe's number 10. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like I feel like that's a good. It's an honor for number one for Jason Tatum because
Hmm.
was he was Kobe's
Yeah, Kobe was like his mentor. Yeah, it was like Devin Booker, him and Kyrie. They were always like training with him and stuff.
exactly. So anybody who trained under Kobe, it's like an honor just to represent
Yeah.
the number. You know,
Absolutely.
anything.
I think it's interesting to see a lot of these young guys now are getting the call to play in the Olympics, whereas
Yeah,
like before you hear these names, Middleton, Booker's a star, Middleton, who else is there? Zach Levine, you're like, whoa, a couple years ago you were like, whoa, he's an Olympic Olympian,
yeah,
for
exactly.
the USA team. I mean, maybe it's not the best team we've assembled, but they're probably still going to win the gold.
Yeah,
Now, there's
like
one thing I got to ask you. Um, Luka Doncic is Slovenian, and he's helped for their first Olympic berth. Do you think that that'll be Luka's greatest? Somebody said that it'll be Luka's greatest accomplishment if he wins if he gets them a gold medal compared to LeBron's finals. What do you think of that?
he does that. If he does that, cause like
There's
national
no
ba-
way he's doing it, but yeah,
national basketball
yeah.
and NBA is literally two
Hmm.
different things.
Oh yeah.
If literally two different things. But like the thing
Hmm.
is that like this year the young guys I heard that Tyler Hero also is on the team also, and the one
No,
who's
no, he's
no
not.
no he's not.
No, I don't. He didn't make it.
Oh
I don't
damn
even know
no.
if he tried out for it, but it's Middleton, Durant, Booker, Zach Levine, Kevin Love. There's a couple. It's 12 man roster. So
Oh,
whoever else I missed. Yeah.
well, I mean it's cool, but the thing is that like if Luca, I know it won't happen, but like if he
Hmm.
pulls it off, then
Yeah.
it'll be way better than LeBron's like any ring
Wow.
that you get, because like that's like you're carrying your whole country versus USA's like best players, you know? It's like
Yeah.
a team of bronze. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And Luka, who does Luka have? Like,
Right. Absolutely.
yeah, I mean Goran Dragic, but like besides Goran Dragic, nobody else. Not
Right.
not nobody famous.
Okay, so you obviously know it was Oladipo's season didn't go too hot with the Heat. He got hurt. He's supposed to miss all of this year, I guess, supposedly. So, is it time to say this was a mistake trading for him? I mean, they didn't lose a lot for him. They only really lost Kelly O, and I don't even know
Yeah.
who else they lost. But do you think it's time to be like, hey, we should move on, or what's the deal?
All right. There was like two perspectives when Oladipo got traded here. I was excited because like with
Hmm.
him, Butler, Bam, Hero, everybody was. I was gonna be happy. I was happy.
Yeah.
But then when he got injured, that's when like the other side of the perspective came, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, because like
Yeah.
it was like, damn, we just traded Kelly. I know Kelly Olynyk wasn't the best power forward, but like, dude could
Right.
shoot threes, so like could have helped out a lot. But I feel like I feel like the Heat are gonna stay with Oladipo,
Mhm.
give it time. A
Yeah.
lot of people are saying that they want to trade him, but in my opinion, I wouldn't trade him. I would give him like this season coming up. I'd give him that as his chance. you
Right,
know?
yeah, because
But
I know he wanted to play in Miami. He signed that deal with the Pacers, but he was always wanting to get to Miami. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out this off season, and if they go and get another star. I don't really know what their future plans are in the next month or two. I mean, hey, you could try to trade for Bradley Beal, maybe try to get Kawhi in free agency, but that's it for the NBA. We're closing this that chapter for this episode of today's podcast. Jimmy, quick few questions. Who's your favorite rapper?
well, my favorite rapper is J. Cole and Kendrick
Hmm.
Lamar.
Okay. Unpopular opinion for you. J. Cole song maybe underrated. That's not so mainstream that you think is the best.
Mm, a lot of people sleep on Forest Hill Drive, like the album.
Oh, the album. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so J. Cole's your favorite artist or rapper ever?
All time, yeah. I like him a lot.
All right, current favorite song out right now that you'd be vibing to in the car. You're with the boys, or what do you when somebody passes you the aux? What are you putting on?
The Playboy Cardi, I forgot the song, but it's on TikTok.
Oh,
The
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that one,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I play that
Okay,
song.
okay. Favorite food.
Oof, damn. I am Peruvian,
Okay,
so Peruvian food, 100% Peruvian.
Peruvian food, 100%.
Yeah, that food is so delicious, bro.
Okay, all right. Let me think here. Let's think of this one here. So, fit your Peruvian. If somebody's passing you the aux, it's Jake or it's J. Cole or Playboy Cardi, right? Um, hot take. Give me one.
What's up?
Give me a hot take, like something that like you just like you think of. You're like, I really want to like get this out, or like just a hot take you think like it's just in general.
I
Sports,
mean,
culture, entertainment,
let me ask
music.
let me ask you
You ask
something.
me. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, on Instagram, when you do the food reviews, did Dave Portnoy motivate you to do that?
Okay, so quick story. I don't want to make this super long. My friend Max Adams and I, one of my good friends from back home, we were at ice cream place in Sanibel, just like hanging out or whatever. And I was like, "Yo, let's do one of those. Let's do a food review." He's like, "What? Let's do a review." I was like, "Why not?" I saw Portnoy's videos. I never really uh really watch the pizza reviews. I don't know. I kind of just like went for it. But I guess you could say it inspired me a little bit, but I have my own like sort of like, twist to it as well.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I mean, yes and no. Obviously, there's always going to be like, yeah, was that your idea and stuff? But uh I guess you could say yes for right now, but I try a lot of different things. I don't just stick to pizza. I try all food. I mean, hey, my last one was Italian ice lemonade. So it's not just pizza, so I mean, I guess you could keep it at that.
yeah, because like at the when I first saw it, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a sportscaster. I was thinking you're part of Barstool for a minute. I was like, oh, you're just starting your small. It was like small business and everything.
Hey,
Would you want to be part of Barstool?
oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Really?
they were. Oh yes, of course. No, I'm willing to partner with anybody, grow my brand. This is kind of something that I take a lot of pride in. My
Mm.
podcast, videos, YouTube. Started a YouTube channel. Started doing some of that reviews. I take pride in. So I mean, yeah, leave it at that. I would consider it for sure.
Yeah, man. It was crazy because like if I'm trying to,
Would yeah. Would you consider partnering with anybody for your podcast?
oh yeah, 100%. Listen, I have like dream sponsorships for like anything. So like my dream sponsorship is to be sponsored by Oreos. Don't ask me why. It's just ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be like those kids like holding the Oreos in the
Yeah.
commercial. And then in Peru, there's like a soda
Hmm.
that it literally tastes like Sprite and Coca-Cola. Trust me. It's
Hmm.
called Inca Cola. Inca Cola.
Okay.
So
Okay.
every time I drink it on the podcast, I want them to like watch this and sponsor me, literally.
Bro,
Don't
tag them or send them an email or send them a
I'm gonna.
message.
I was thinking of doing it because
Stay
I'm thinking of,
persistent.
yeah, I'm gonna
Stay
stay
persistent.
persistent
Stay on top of that.
at the end Oreos and it's,
Hmm.
uh, It
Yeah,
hasn't
but hey,
worked
you
out
never know. You never know.
together.
You send them an email or something. But yeah, I think that does it for us today, guys. We covered Jimmy's podcast a little bit about that, the Rachel Nichols, Jimmy Butler situation, whatever is going on there. Suns Bucks. We covered whoever's passing Jimmy the aux. He's playing some J. Cole. He's playing some Playboy Cardi. He's going to be continuing to make some TikToks. He's going to continue to post on social media. Um, I think that does it for us. Like I said, make sure to check us out on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Google Podcasts. This will be up either tonight or tomorrow. Until next time, guys, Jimmy, give yourself a shout out for coming on the Inquisitive Mamba podcast.
Yo, shout out to the Inquisitive Mamba for like putting me on this podcast. You're like the first one, so thank you so much. It's an honor for real, for real. Um, Make sure to follow me on TikTok, Jimmy and Ash, on Instagram, j.p36. The podcast, you already know, Miami T. We're aiming to be number one in Miami. That's pretty much
He,
it, man.
he's aiming to be number one in Miami. I'm aiming to be the number one food reviewer. Instagram at the Joy Monroe, TikTok at Joy Monroe. You know the deal. You know what to do. We'll see you guys next time.